Welcome back to Change. I'd like to introduce our second panel. First of all, Doree Bryant, could you tell me your title?
Sure, I'm the Supervisor of Human Services for the Village of Schaumburg.
Great. And Barbara Adrianopoli?
I'm Director of Branches and Extension Services for the library, which includes services for the seniors.
Very good. And Sergeant John Neville?
I'm the Community Relations Sergeant for the Schaumburg Police Department.
Very good. Doree, I think we'll start with you.
Okay.
Now, you are very familiar with the barn because you're quite involved with it, aren't you?
Right. Yeah, the barn, the senior services is one of 4 programs that fall under my facilitation.
Ah, I see. And what about some of the things that are done at the barn?
Well, I know that I was present to hear the first panel, and I know they did a really good job of talking about all the different activities at the barn. I know they mentioned, of course, the lunch program, but in addition to that, I think Dale was talking about some of the parties that we have at the barn. And I know Barbara's going to be talking about our book club that we have. Mm-hmm. We do have, I think someone, maybe Dale mentioned, that we do have exercise that we have once a week on Tuesdays right before lunch. Mm-hmm. Chair exercises that someone comes in and leads. We have health clinics a couple of times a month. We have guest speakers that come in and talk on a wide variety of topics. And I know that you all were talking about some of the games that people play, cards and board games, and of course bingo. So if there's something that we're not already doing that people like to do, I'm sure if they suggest it, we'll probably add it to our list of many activities.
Absolutely. I understand that the seniors also give back to the community as well as being given.
That's right. We do have obviously many volunteer opportunities for our seniors at the barn. One, of course, is just ways of volunteering at the actual barn as far as getting, things ready for lunch and cleaning up and that type of thing. But we have more than this, but a couple of volunteer opportunities I'll mention. One is for many, many years now, the seniors at the barn have had a special relationship with the students at Lakeview School. That, among other things, in the fall, they collect school supplies for students at Lakeview. And they also sometimes collect clothing for students there. And the students, sometimes the Student Ambassador Program some of them will come to the barn to thank the seniors, but also the last few years what they've done is actually invited the seniors to come to Lakeview School and have lunch there in the gym with them and play candy bar bingo. So that's kind of a special relationship that we've had ongoing for many, many years. And we also have many seniors that do knitting and crocheting of various things for seniors who live in nursing homes. So those are just a couple of the volunteer opportunities that seniors avail themselves of at the barn.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks, Doree.
Sure.
And Barbara, you've been a frequent visitor at the barn as well.
I love it, and I love the food.
You do too.
Yes, I do.
That's great.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
What the library provides is we have a deposit collection at the barn, which means we have large print books available. We also have some CDs available, like during the holidays, special holiday, Bing Crosby and his White Christmas, who could do without that, And then we have DVDs, and there's some oldies but goodies, and there are also some of the recent DVDs that are coming out of the recent movies. Mm-hmm. These are rotated on a basis of 3 months. Then the seniors can check them out from there. They don't have to come to the library to check out those DVDs or books.
Well, that's very beneficial because some of the seniors can't get around. They may not have a car. They may come by bus. Right. And then they can avail themselves of the library's
and browse in there. But if they can't get out and everything, the library will come to their home.
Oh,
we
really?
will bring any medical articles that they want, any magazine articles, any books, DVDs. All they have to do is call the outreach department which handles the books, the deposit collection there too. The library also provides a Wii, a game machine there, and Wii games. We also provide
book club.
That's right. We have a book discussion group, which is really fun. All they have to do is sign up, and the library provides the book. And we rotate those books with other senior book clubs we have throughout the township. And they meet once a month and discuss the book. And there's been some wonderful discussions, and we try to get not just fiction, but nonfiction and different genres so that people can experience new ideas. Plus, we get the ideas of books that people like and then share those books.
Very good. I'm sure that keeps the mind young and active.
Oh, it's very important, and it's fun for all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you. John, I wanted to ask you what your office is doing currently.
We have a lot of great programs at the police department that we work with the seniors, but I want to echo what Dury mentioned a minute ago about the seniors' involvement with the community. And every year we're invited to come to the barn, and we're presented with a check by the seniors for the torch run. And it goes to the fundraising that we as the police department do for the Special Olympics. So that's really, I mean, we really love that.
Nice.
One program that we have that isn't specific to seniors, but we have a lot of involvement from the seniors, is our Citizens Police Academy and our Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. As Dale mentioned in the first panel, that a lot of the seniors are looking for different ways of getting involved. Our Citizens Police Academy is a 10-week course. Our next one comes up in March, and we have a lot of seniors that participate, but they can continue that participation into involvement in the community because our Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association works very closely with us and helps us at a lot of community events. And Tom, who was in the first panel, is not only a member of the Alumni Association, he's actually one of the board members of the association. So we invite all residents of Schaumburg, but especially our seniors, to get involved with that. But some of the things that we try to help the seniors with, one thing that I really enjoy is the fourth Wednesday of the month. A couple of police officers come out to the barn during lunchtime. We do a crime prevention presentation. We serve lunch. If we have a couple minutes left, we stick around and we call bingo, which is always a lot of fun. One of the more hazardous things that I've done lately. I either call too fast or too slow or whatever, so it's always a lot of fun. But we also have a cell phone giveaway to seniors. These are emergency-only cell phones. So if a senior doesn't have a cell phone, they can be used to call 911. But it's great to have because if your phone goes out in the house, if you're in your car and it breaks down, it's nice to have it for emergencies only. A number of our police officers and detectives have been certified as senior services officers, and one of them is our crime prevention specialist, Paula Diaz. And what Paula does is every day she reads the police reports. If she finds any report where a senior citizen has been a victim, she'll contact them, maybe even do a home visit, see if we can share information, give advice, help them. We do continual presentations throughout the community to different locations where there are seniors, again, discussing crime prevention, and again, specifically crime prevention for seniors. We formed an organization about a year and a half ago called Support Our Seniors, and it involves about 10, 12 different organizations in the Schaumburg-Hoffman area that serve seniors. And what we're trying to do is pool our resources together so that way if we don't have a specific answer to a question, we know the organization that does, so we can all kind of work together. We have something called Project Help, where residents in Schaumburg can give us information on a special needs resident. If they get lost, it gives us a description and picture and so on. You mentioned what we talked about previously, our Care Track program, specifically for seniors. If there's an Alzheimer or dementia resident, it's a transmitter that they wear on a bracelet, and if they should become lost, we have radio direction finding equipment that will help us locate them. We've partnered with other community groups. The Rotary gave us a donation a couple years ago, and we were able to purchase a small emergency radio and flashlights, a combination flashlight and radio that we gave away to the seniors at the barn and elsewhere. And we purchased and gave away something called a File of Life. And it contains emergency information that the seniors can keep on the refrigerator in case they become ill or injured. If the paramedics come to the home, all their information is right there in one location. So those are just a couple of things that we've been able to do. We continue to strive to do what we can to help our seniors. We're currently developing a program. We don't have a firm title yet, but it's telephone reassurance, and seniors can sign up with us where we'll have our volunteers from our Citizens Police Academy on a daily basis, probably between 10 in the morning and noon. Just make a well-being call. How are you today? Is everything okay? If the phone isn't answered, then we'll reach out to their contact people. They can say, oh, they went on vacation or they went to the hospital. And if nobody knows why they're not answering the phone, we'll go out and we'll check on them to make sure that they haven't become ill or injured or fallen during the night.
It's a wonderful
So
program.
that's something we've got coming up on the horizon. Hopefully we'll have it up in this spring or early summer.
Great.
You know what I like to is I just, when I'm an older person I know passed away, and I had a lot of medicines, and I just took all those medicines to the village, to the police department, and you had a deposit that I could just put them in there. I love that.
Correct. And you know, now that you mention that too, in the unfortunate situation is if a family member passes away, a lot of times what happens too is the relatives will find an old gun or some old ammunition or something, and if they're really concerned about how to dispose of that, they can contact us and we'll help them with that as well.
Well, thank you, John. That's certainly
Thank you.
worthwhile, those programs. In closing, I also want to thank the Schaumburg Rotary Club for giving us a special grant for our weekend meals. It was really a wonderful thing for our seniors to be able to get out on the weekend as well and enjoy the company and the food and everything like that. I want to thank all of our guests today and any seniors out there who would like to join us for lunch at the Senior Cafe in the Schaumburg Barn. Please call Karen at 847-524-7496. We welcome you. Take care and join us again for change.